We review the podcast, so you don't have to watch 3 hours every week. And we give you the top 5 prediction picks. All that and more on the new IOHL radio show.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Welcome to the new IOHL radio show. I am your host, Pandora's Savior. I'm Sir Mike Knight. With me is Miss Ovechkin. And hold on, I forget which name he's using this week. Let me go through the list here. Let's see. Is it DHG Red Wing IC? No. Sacred Red? Nope. Fuck Teal? No. Fuck Bush? Teen Wolf? Different Names? Madano? The Tom Cruise? Sacred Red Wing? Sin X Red. That's it. Sin X Red Wing. Whatever his name is next week, we'll let you know. This new IOHL radio show is brought to you by Forza's Hair Gel. Actually, it works real well. Look at this. Look at this hold. Look at that. That's a jersey hold right there. Look at that. I think actually we have a couple commercials for Forza's Hair Gel. You wanna pull those up there, Red?
Roll the clip.
Hi, I'm Rob Lowe, and I have DirecTV.
And I'm Meathead Rob Lowe, and I have cable.
With DirecTV, you get the best picture and sound available.
I've got great picture and sound, but I'm talking about that picture and this sound.
I can't get over this theater quality experience.
And I can't stop saying bro.
Don't be like this me. Get rid of cable and upgrade to...
Of course I have them.
Yo, my name's Forza. This is my morning. Forget about it.
All right, okay. Now, we're going to cut into the podcast, and I'm sure we'll hear shit from the guys on the radio, on the podcast about this. But we're going to review the podcast. I did get permission from Doc, by the way. So, God, what is your fucking name this week? Sin Red Freak?
Just call him Red. That's what I do.
Go ahead and give us a recap of the podcast.
Right. So the biggest thing that everyone was looking at when they watched it, whoever watched it, was the draft order. Draft order is on the site, but I'm going to run it by here real quick. It's Ottawa, Boston, Arizona, San Jose, New York Islanders, Dallas, Toronto, Nashville, Vancouver, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Colorado, Anaheim, Tampa Bay, Washington, Chicago, Los Angeles Kings, New Jersey Devils, Florida, New York Rangers.
You know, it's funny. It's funny because you said Boston at number 2, and it sounded like you had a Boston accent going real quick there. Just, it was cute. It was cute. Nice try. So, all right, we got the top 5 picks, and there's a lot of rumors going around that a lot of these people in the top 5 are trading out of the top 5.
Yep.
Nothing's been official yet, but a lot of people are trying to move up into the top 5, and actually there's one team in the top 5 trying to move further up in the top 5. So obviously somebody's trying to get somebody big, right? The top 5 picks, you got Ottawa, Boston, Arizona, San Jose, and New York Islanders. Let's just pretend that they all traded out. It doesn't matter. Who do you guys think are the top 5 people to draft in the IOHL? In no particular order.
Well, the first name that comes to my mind is Tank. I mean, he went number 1 last year, and he's obviously the big name that most people are going to go for. He's one of the better centers out there. We saw him last year. He could play right wing. He's definitely going to be on the top 5. You've got the reigning Hart MVP for last season, DGI. He's available for the draft for the first time, which is getting a lot of people excited. They want to pick him up. Drunken Stab is another good forward. I haven't heard too many defenders or goalies thrown out there, but I think people should be going after maybe some goalies, some possible, not sure of who would be available that isn't in management. But I've been hearing a lot of forwards going around. I don't know, do you guys want to add? Those are the names I've heard.
You know, it's funny because, I mean, besides last season, every draft that I've been in, obviously not counting, what was it, season 5 where we did the whole veteran bidding thing.
Right.
So if we're excluding that, which was Ahern, by the way, Ahern went number 1, right? In that draft. But before that, let's see, season 4, Pig Farm 70, defenseman, went number 1, right? The very next season, Lanky 401 went. Then a goalie, then Tank was the first pick last season. Normally, people go for the top-rated defenders. Are there any real, like, not trying to diss you guys, the defenders and all that stuff, but I mean, is there any defender you see going in top 5? I mean, most of the top defenders have either dropped down in skill or dropped out of the league. I mean, Tiny was a 2-time Norris winner. I haven't seen him in the league since 15 came out. Pig Farm, he's gone. I mean...
And most of the good defenders are already picked up as management. Like, players, the owners recognize they're good, and they made them their management because not only do they trust them, but they're good defenders. And so
I mean, one of the biggest guys over there in Anaheim, Bull Rusher.
Yeah.
Bull Rusher's a great defender. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of pickings out there. So you would think that maybe a defender would go top 5, but is there anybody with the skill on defense to go top 5?
Bubble Fart. I heard he's back.
Right. I mean, that's a possibility, but would he...
That's the only one that can come to my mind in regards to a defenseman coming in top 5.
Right.
I mean, well, before Swizzy named him management, I thought Gizzard was one of those guys that could go top. But again, he's management. Maybe Chi-Town, B-Town. Is he management for anybody this year?
Not even sure.
Okay.
I know.
If he isn't, he could be one of those sought after defensemen. You know, again, Red Bomber was another name that I could easily see go top 5, but he's management. I mean, a lot of the quality guys are management. They're already held and accounted for.
Okay. What about goalies? I mean, goalies are in a short order too. Are there any goalies that you would see going top 5?
George.
Wizard of Oz, good. I mean,
O'Carney, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, most of the good goalies are management. I think Carney's the exception because he's staff. He can't be management, and he's eligible for draft. I mean, most of the guys we're talking about here are staff.
yeah. It's because they've established themselves in the league. Everybody knows them. Everybody's familiar with them.
Right.
They've seen what they can do, too.
I never got that treatment. Oh, that's right, because I suck. So anyway, anybody outside of staff that you can see going in the top 5? Anybody? Red, you just picked up a team. You've been running some scouting lobbies. Is there any position that you're finding difficult to scout?
Center and goalie.
Ain't it the truth, though? I mean, yeah, a lot of people want to play center, but not a lot of people actually win face-offs. Out of the people that are available, only one. There's three former number 1 picks available. Do you think? I mean, other than Tank, are the other 2 going to go in the top 5? You got Lanky and Ahern.
Anyway, I think Lanky might.
You think Lanky might?
It's Ahern, but I think Lanky would go above him.
Right. Player rep voting is up, and 2 of the 3 people on this podcast are running. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about the other people that are running besides us.
They're Muppets.
You got Corman up and under his new gamer tag, going around and calling the rest of the players' reps besides Hurdle or Burnsy Muppets. He does a particular attack on one person. I wonder who that is.
Could it be our very own Sir Mike Knight?
I believe it is. Here's a couple messages that I have been able to get a hold of. Vote for anybody for player rep except Sir Mike because he is lazy and corrupt. Vote for Hurt as player rep. Sir Mike Knight is lazy and corrupt. And corrupt, actually. Hold on. Vote for Hurt. Sir Mike is lazy and corrupted.
Oh, changing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Changing it up.
Vote for Hurt. Sir Mike is corrupt. Okay, let me bring this out real quick. For anybody that doesn't know, I am no longer staff. Not in the staff room. Have nothing to do with anything going on in the league. And I need to make this clear, not just to Corman, but to the rest of the league too, who approach me, say, "Hey, you got to get on these guys for to do this and do that and do the other thing." I have no say. None.
You have no power over us anymore.
None. The most power I have is when I told the president of this league to get the fucking net in my scouting lobby. That's all I've got. I have no power. I have no say. I have no pull. None. I am done. I am not staff. Not the president of this league anymore. You want the president of the league? It's Wizard of Osgood. Okay? I am not staff. Let's get that out of the way. Big no staff. Not staff.
I don't think that was the issue. I don't think Corman was worried that you were still staff. I think he was worried that you didn't do anything while you were on staff. So he's claiming.
Let's... Now that is correct. Season 4, the season 5, I did do a lot. Season 4, I wasn't president yet. Season 5, I became president. And when I concentrated more on the my stats aspect, and the reason being is because that's the season that got hacked, for all that know. Myself and Captain Clutch put a shit ton of work into getting that up, and it took for fucking ever, and it took hours upon hours. Now, during the international tournament, I said, you know what, I'm going to take a small break. I didn't do a whole lot. I still stepped in and helped every once in a while, did what needed to be done, but I also owned a team, and I ran that team. In season 6, I even told Tank when I came back, because I had told them after the international tournament I was done, and then I decided to stay on. And when I told them that I decided to stay on, I told them that I was not going to be able to do a whole lot. Now, the reason being, I started school, okay? My wife was pregnant again, all right? I had a lot of shit on my plate. Now, I do apologize for not being able to do the stuff that you guys had expected of me for season 4 and season 5. But that's one of the reasons why I dropped out of staff. I actually have a lot more time on my hands now, even with school, because I changed jobs. I'm not working nights, so I'm not sleeping during the day. But I still I'm done with staff. As a player, no, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there. Let's talk about the other player reps. I am not going to sit here and talk about myself as far as what I promised during player reps. This is not a campaign. Yeah, this is not time to campaign here. Let's talk about Hurdle. Since Hurdle was brought up, let's talk about Hurdle. Burns was the player rep technically for 1.5 seasons. Burns was player rep for technically 1.5 seasons. He knows the job. So there's that.
you know, Swizzy. A lot of people know Swizzy. He's the guy you always see in the chat box. The guy you always see. I see him in the owners chat, very active. You know, he's involved and stuff.
The thing about Swizzy is he's not going to be afraid to tell staff what's up
That's true.
and how the players and how
I
the
can
players
attest
are,
to that.
and you know what the opinions of the players. He's not going to be afraid to approach staff and tell them, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I think should happen. He's not afraid to do that, which is it's good for Swizzy. Next in line we got Lindros. Lindros again was a player rep for a season and a half with Burns. Yeah, we said we weren't going to talk about us, so that'd be Mac the Rick Wall. For those who don't know who Mac is, he's McKenzie. He's my AGM. So with the new rule, if I get voted in, even if he gets second in votes, he can't be a player rep. But as far as Mac goes, he is a bit young. But he's one of those people who's also not afraid to approach anybody and tell them what's up. You know, even when I was president, he used to tell me where to stick it.
I mean, here's my advice for anybody who hasn't voted yet. If you know somebody on that nomination list that you have personally talked to and has helped you out with an issue involving the league, vote for that person, because the Players Association is officially what they're called. They're going to be the people that are going to be helping you with your owners or any issues that you have throughout the season. So if you can talk to somebody and you have no problem approaching them, then vote for them because they'll have your back throughout the season.
Definitely got to vote for somebody that I mean, first of all, there's going to be 3 people voted in. All right. So even if you get the person that you want into one of those top 3 spots, as long as they're above the person that's on their team, just vote for people that you don't have a problem approaching. I mean, if you feel that I'm not approachable, don't vote for me. If you feel that Red's not approachable, don't vote for him. If you feel that Swizzy is, that Hurdle is, vote for them. You're going to want somebody that you feel comfortable going to with your problems.
This message brought to you by Sir Magnet.
Nope. Nope, not campaigning. But anyway. Hey, look, all right. So let's just break this down. This show is going to be probably the more random show of all of them because we don't have anything set up yet. We don't have any videos from you guys. Obviously, we're going to want to continue the top 5 and possibly the not so top 5. It'd be nice. We still have no questions from anybody due to this being the first show. And obviously, with no draft, we can't talk about playoff predictions. I mean, unless you guys want to go off of management, like
no, not really.
Failed on last season, or not last season, the season before the international tournament. So yeah, I mean, with just management in place, you can't make an action, a great prediction. So hopefully next show we're still not going to have a draft, but we'll have some good clips from some training, from some scouting lobbies, maybe some OTP. We'll get those to you. We'll make fun of some other people just because it'll be fun. So don't think that we're just picking on the guys from the podcast. The whole league is up, and we're coming for you. And it's going to be fun. So yeah. All right, so now I'm going to leave you guys with one question, and I want you guys to comment on below who is going to be the #1 pick in the draft. Leave your comments below. All right, send us your videos. Send us it on WhatsApp. By next show, we will have a nice little email that you can send that shit to. WhatsApp is the best way to get in touch with us. If you don't have it, ask your owners or your management, and they should have it. Other than that, keep it classy. and gel your hair.
Such a cute little baby.
That's Sir Mike Knight Jr. right there. Welcome to the IOHL radio show. I'm Pandora Savior. All right. Hold on. I gotta gel my hair. I'm gonna leave you guys with one question. This is for the viewers, and I have no idea what the question's gonna be. What's the question gonna be?